Come spend the day with me. Curt was actually cooking today, which was so exciting. He was making châteaubriand, twice baked potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. I looked around the kitchen wondering where Cooper was, and I found him back in the pillows. What the heck? I thought he'd be here because of all the good sniffs, but apparently not. I went back into the kitchen to hang out with Curt, and he was trussing the beef tenderloin. If you've watched my page before, you might know that Curt is actually a data center engineer for Apple now. He works in tech, but he originally went to culinary school and used to be a chef before he transitioned into tech. Also, I'm such a nerd, but I was so excited to see Curt use this wireless hand mixer for the first time because I bought this months ago and hadn't actually used it. I have a KitchenAid stand mixer, but it's so big and heavy to pull out all the time, so I was so excited to actually use that for once, or for Curt to use it. Curt stuffed the twice baked potatoes, which are my absolute favorite part, and was making the Brussels sprouts, which honestly I could do without. I mean, they're delicious, but I don't really do green things or veggies all that much. We had the football games going on both TVs. I have a TV in my living room and also one above my desk, which faces the kitchen. So when you're cooking, it's actually pretty nice to watch that while you're doing anything in the kitchen, which doesn't happen all that often, but that's okay. The châteaubriand came out and was resting. It is so delicious. The Brussels sprouts were done nice and crispy, the potatoes, and let me just say there were things everywhere. The rolls, which were a little bit overdone, but still delicious. Everything was so good. Then it was time to clean. As Curt was cooking, I was trying to clean as we went because there were just so many dishes. One thing about Curt as a cook, he will use every pot and pan in the house. Like literally every pan, multiple Dutch ovens, all the things. It's crazy to me. So I ran the dishwasher a few times. I hand washed a bunch of dishes, but there were still things everywhere. So I was cleaning all the things. I took the grate above the stove down because I was just absolutely covered in grease. So I wanted to let that soak for a minute, clean off the stovetop, put back all the grates and things like that. And it was just kind of a mess. So if you come at me for door dashing, I have to say, like, sometimes I think the math just maths. By the time that you do the hours of grocery shopping and all of the cooking, I mean, don't get me wrong, this meal was fantastic. It was so good, like absolutely delicious, but it's like hours and hours of time and pretty expensive. So I don't know, the DoorDash math does math in my opinion, because this was like a lot, but it's so good and you will have leftovers. So if it's a meal that you're going to have leftovers, like I get that. But if it's a meal that you won't eat the leftovers from, I don't know, especially if it requires like tons of pots and pans. Like when I cook, I try to do like one pan meals or one pot meals, which, like, let's be honest, I don't cook that often. But if I do, really try to limit the number of pots and pans I use. Meanwhile, Cooper is an unbothered king and he looks exhausted. I just want to give everything a final good wipe down, give everything a little clean. Curt was finishing up watching a couple of the football games on the different TVs and just relaxing a little bit. Then Cooper asked for a treat and I said no because he had just made a mess with his food, and Curt got up and was like, look away, and gave him a treat. Like, what the heck? He is such a pushover, and Cooper knows it. Like, he loves Curt because Curt will give him absolutely anything. Then time for advent calendars, which I'm so sad because most of these are coming to an end. Most of them are 12 days. First, the Pura. This is one of my favorite scents. The Nest Holiday. I use this all the time. I love it. Then the last day of the Amber one. This was such a beautiful advent calendar. I'm so grateful for this. This is the Out of the Woods scent. It is beautiful, so fresh, so good. Then the TikTok Beauty Vault advent calendar. This was the collagen masks that were super viral, and they are legit so good. I've tried these before and they are excellent. I see why everyone went crazy over them. Your skin just looks like glass after you use them. Cooper's advent calendar, however, has 24 or 25 days, so that will keep going. Cooper, however, thinks that he's supposed to put all of his toys and treats under the tree, which I don't love, if I'm being honest. Then he was so curious. I was doing this hand massager thing because I'm on my phone all the time, and honestly, it hurts my hand. I'm getting like arthritis or something. I don't know. But this thing helps, but Cooper is like very confused by the whole thing. We were watching a little TV. Cooper was acting like he had a rough day, and then Curt fell asleep, and Cooper was like, what? Don't judge us. We're going to nap. He totally takes Curt's side.